what's going on, toxic gamers? It looks like that we are in a great gaming depression, man. Lots of gamers are mad right now, and you know what? Let's actually get down to it. If you're new here, you do not have to subscribe. You do not have to like the video. We got lots of gaming news to talk about, so let's get you on with some gaming news, okay? Shout out to the homie Brian for being a brand new member. Really appreciate y'all, man, for also being members, guys. Thank you. First of all, let me show you this, and we got lots to go over. Roll it.
Surprising absolutely no one, Rockstar is officially delaying Grand Theft Auto 6 until, well, for now, May 2026. And they're saying, oh, it's because we need to polish the game more and make sure
for now, right? Because, you know, it can get delayed to even 2027.
sure we fix these things so that it works better. But at the end of the day, we know it's really coming down to the game prices are going up, and it makes business sense to wait longer so that consumers will be like, yeah, I guess it's okay to pay $80 for a game. Why wouldn't I pay at least that for Grand Theft Auto 6? What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. While they are giving people lip service and official press releases right now for why Grand Theft Auto 6 is being delayed.
Hey, pause, brother, pause. Lip service? Yo, come on, man.
The reality is, with everything that's been happening, especially as of late, the coordinated effort behind the scenes in the game industry, starting with Nintendo and the $80 price games for the Nintendo Switch 2, and then recently seeing Microsoft.
You know what's crazy is that I wouldn't even be shocked if GTA 6 turns out to be $100. Previously, it was like, and I know a lot of you guys were joking about it. I was joking around it too, and I was like, yeah, no, bro, Brad, like, I cannot see it for $100. $80 maybe. Now $80 is definitely a certainty, fellas. $100 is a possibility. Okay, check this out. So $80 games are now officially a reality for Xbox. Nintendo is completely at fault because they started it all. PlayStation is obviously next with this price hike, and $80 is about to be the new standard. Depressing to see how much of a luxury gaming is becoming with constant price hikes, right? And I mean, $10 increase isn't like necessarily the main thing, but I'm just saying, bruh, $10 is $10, okay? Like $10 is $10, but it's not necessarily about the $10. It's mostly about games being ultra trash nowadays. Games coming out incomplete, full of bugs, the content's not there, quality's utter trash, and games like GTA, well, bruh, like we've been waiting for a decade plus and we still gotta wait a little more, right? And get this, people are talking about PlayStation 6 right now, and that it's gonna come out by the end of 2027. So this game is gonna be coming out in 2026, and God knows it may even get delayed even further, bruh. It may get even delayed further. Another guy said this, okay? Nintendo releases Switch 2 to adjust price of console. Okay. PlayStation releases PS5 Pro to adjust price of console. Okay. Xbox raises price of their standard console without releasing shit. Yo, that is crazy. So even Xbox is now more expensive. So I mean, when does it stop? Can a brother get like some good games? It's crazy that people are already talking about PlayStation 6 and the next gen Xbox already, and we had Jack this console generation. What is going on? We gotta talk about Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty 2. Wait for it.
Ubisoft coincidentally announced, oh, our games are going to be $80 too in Christmas time 2025. So sure, that's the game industry and it costs more for stuff, and we got to keep up with that to make sure we stay in business. You know, we're not the richest organization in the world for no reason. Hey, maybe we could even sell it for $100. Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out SmashJT.com for the full article breaking down the truth of the Grand Theft Auto 6 delay and why I don't really feel like it's the lip service that we're getting from Take-Two. Take-Two has put out an official press release on X stating Grand Theft Auto 6 is now set to release on May 26, 2026. Man. We are very sorry that this is later than you expected. The interest and excitement surrounding the new Grand Theft Auto has been truly humbling for our entire team. Oh, wow. We want to thank you for the support and your patience.
Now, any of you surprised with this news? Like, any of you, if you are actually surprised, hey, it can happen. I mean, I get it. Maybe you're brand new to Rockstar, but any of you actually surprised? I mean, the surprising part would have been if the game actually came out either this September, October, or November, like they said, fall of 2025. Guys, this is the official news. I have seen like 2 comments from you guys, which is, I mean, it's okay, I get it. I mean, no shade, but I've seen 2 of you say that, well, they never really confirmed the release date, so this is not necessarily a delay. Well, actually, you're correct in terms of they never really confirmed the date, but however, they did say fall of 2025, and they officially confirmed that multiple times over. they confirmed that multiple times over, guys. So the game is getting delayed, bruh. It is getting delayed. This is why they say we are very sure that this is later than expected. Now, surely I'm not mad. I'm not disappointed either. Because like I've been disappointed so much with games that I'm not even disappointed. I mean, it's like what, 6 to maybe 7 months extra delay depending on how you look at it, right? Because the game was supposed to come out September, October, or November, because that's when fall actually falls in. Bruh. Because they said fall of 2025. So not necessarily mad either, not disappointed either. I know some of you guys are disappointed. Very few people, which is shocking this time around, right? Very few people are actually mad and like actually raging on the internet. I've seen just very few, because most people are saying, well, I kind of expected it. And here's the thing, right now people are even going as far as to say that it's probably gonna get delayed again. It's gonna get delayed again. So already people are expecting the worst. People are expecting that it's gonna get delayed even again. And Rockstar has a history, right? They got a track record. Like, we gotta delay the game at least 2 times. So far the game got delayed. I would say 2 times though. Actually, yeah, 2 times, because initially, I'm not sure if you remember or not, but during their investor call, they did say they're one of their big title. Now, admittedly, they never said GTA 6 at that time, but they did say one of their biggest franchise, and they were giving guidance to their investors by saying that they're gonna be making 8 billion, billion, okay, 8 billion, like B for billion, B for bread, right? So they were telling their investors that we're gonna make $8 billion, okay, and pretty much everybody under the sun was like, okay, they're talking about GTA 6, okay, without talking about GTA 6, but they were talking about GTA 6. So they said that the game was supposed to come out fiscal 2025, which at the time meant that the game is gonna come out early 2025. Then fast forward a couple of months, they said the calendar 2025, and they mentioned GTA 6 at that time as well. And then they confirmed fall of 2025 officially, from fiscal 2025 to calendar 2025 to fall 2025, and now ultimately giving us May 26, 2026, right? So technically the game has been officially or unofficially, whatever you want to describe it, or use whatever phrase you want to use it as, or word you want to use it as, but yeah, officially or unofficially, the game has been delayed 2 times right now. But officially once, right? Does that mean that it's gonna get delayed again? Possible, but hopefully not. I would not be shocked if the game actually comes out by the end of 2026 and not necessarily summer of 2026, but let's continue.
As we work to finish the game, which I gotta stop right there and say, come on, Rockstar. Are we really to believe that this game is taking upwards of over a decade at this point to put out, especially when we saw the trailer for it looking like it's pretty much coming together and ready to go, and then we don't see any subsequent trailers once the game prices start rising all over the place? It's a little bit curious. With every game we have released,
I really hope, man, because I know a lot of people know or think that they know, and even I was at the very beginning. I was like, and I still think this, whatever they showed is running on in-engine, so it's not necessarily gameplay, but it's more like, hey, gameplay cinematic, but in-engine. So which means that the graphics, this is what they're currently looking, right? And of course, it's been a year plus that this, or 500 plus days that this came out. So yeah, a lot of people, including one of the ex-Rockstar game devs, said that whatever you see in the trailer, this is how the game is currently at and looking like. And it's believable because Rockstar has a very good track record, minus GTA Trilogy Defective Edition, but of course that game was being made, or it was developed by Grove Street Games, so third-party studios, right? Not necessarily Rockstar. So yeah, Rockstar do have a good track record, but knowing what happened with Cyberpunk and that game, I mean, people always use that as an example, understandably and rightfully so. Even I use it too, you guys use it as well, because that game at least at launch was such a mess. And we even found out that, you know, the gameplay that they revealed you know, all the way back, I believe E3 2018 or E3 2019, one of the last times we had E3, and now E3, rest in peace E3, man. You know what I'm saying, man? It's kind of, it'd be what it'd be, okay? But when they revealed that gameplay, we all thought that was real because we had crazy amount of NPCs. People were shocked, people were bricked up, paused, people were doing helicopters with their willies paused again. And then later on, we found out, man, that gameplay was fake. That gameplay was actually a rendered gameplay, okay? It was rendered. Now, the point that I'm trying to make here is that, yo, what if this is actually rendered gameplay? Oh shit! It is always a possibility, fellas. It always is a possibility, so don't let your dogs out. With Rockstar, admittedly, possibility is very low though, okay? I'll say that much, but you never know, right? You never know.
It's a little bit curious. With every game we have released, the goal has always been to try and exceed your expectations. And Grand Theft Auto 6 is no exception. We hope you understand that we need this extra time to deliver at the level of quality you expect and deserve.
Check this one out. Shout out to the homie Jack Frags. Roll this. So Battlefield 6 and GTA 6, and we getting down to Call of Duty and other stuff. Roll it.
Lads, we've got some excellent news, and to celebrate, I went back and I played some BF4 because this game still absolutely slaps. And once again, there's a massive sale on Steam for all of the Battlefield games. They're like $2 or $3 right now, so a lot of people are playing Battlefield games again. And there's a ton on BF4, and I found a server on Lumpini Garden. This is a great map. I love this map, and I just absolutely went frying with the MPX. I haven't played BF4 in a while, but it's always such a treat.
Yo, I feel like that. Mostly all the maps in Battlefield 4 were legendary. Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, even Bad Company 2, maps were all good. Thoughts? Agree? Disagree? I mean, there's just like one or two map that I would genuinely be like, whatever, you know. But every other map I would be like, oh shit, this map busted, this map slapping though.
But basically, you've probably seen by now, Grand Theft Auto 6 has been delayed until May next year. May 20. We got to wait a whole another year for GTA 6, man. I mean, they're cooking, right? So it's done when it's done. They could release that game in another 5 years and it would still sell like hotcakes. But the reason that this is interesting for Battlefield is because, I don't know if you guys remember back in February this year, I did cover it in the video. EA had their earnings call, first one of 2025. And Andrew Wilson, the CEO of Electronic Arts, said the following. That being said, we've invested more in this Battlefield than any Battlefield before. We have 4 studios, we've had a meaningful amount of time. We're looking for this to be the biggest Battlefield we've ever made. And we, of course, want to make sure that we launch that into a window where we can deliver on the fullness of the promise of what Battlefield can be and grow the community to a level that is commensurate with the size of the game that we're making. He continued,
say psych right now. Say psych. They always say that. They always say that.
I do believe that this year might be a nuanced year relative to competition. There may be some things happening in the year that may cause us to think differently about our launch timing. Yeah. We have a fiscal year 26 launch.
In simple English, they were talking about GTA 6 here. And they were thinking about delaying it. That's why they said fiscal 2026. Like we were talking about fiscal year FY, in short, 25. That means early 2025, right? At least for Rockstar. And get this, it means the same even for EA. Fiscal 2026 is basically like, early 2026. That's, so between now and early 2026, that's when they're planning to release Battlefield 6. Now, surely, now that we know the release date of GTA 6, and it can always delay, so GTA 6 coming closer to summertime, right? So Battlefield 6 can either come out by the end of this year, or I would say March of 2026, so 2 months prior. That is always a possibility, but I hope that it comes out like November this time around, okay? October, November. I think they can drop it like 6-7 months prior and do well that way, because you guys do not want to release it closer to GTA 6, I'll say that.
Launch window that the team is targeting. We believe the game will be great and ready at that time, but if we got close to that time frame and believe that this wasn't going to be a great window for us, then we would take a look at what an alternate window might be that would give us the appropriate time, energy, and player acquisition opportunity for this Battlefield to be all that it needed to be. The major consideration here was obviously Grand Theft Auto 6. He didn't specifically name it, but other games companies have come out and said this too, that they were kind of waiting to see what was going to happen with Grand Theft Auto 6 because they plan to release this fall, which would have been an October release, I guess. And you guys know how much of a planet-killing asteroid GTA 6 is. The months before it and the months after it, when it releases, are just all consumed by GTA. So if you're a game coming out then, you're kind of screwed, regardless of if you're single player or multiplayer. They've got all the attention, the news, the media. If people can only afford one game in that month, especially if they're going up to like $80, $90 now, they're going to buy GTA 6. But it's been delayed. So
now if games are becoming, I should not be saying if, I mean, it's a reality. Games are becoming $80 at the very least, and $100, I mean, games have already been $100. You might be like, hey man, hey, how like that don't even make sense. Guys, nowadays a lot of gaming companies, they do what's this called, 3 days early access. Exactly, right? So they purposely delay their game, the original standard version, they purposely delay it, okay? And that one, I guess nowadays is gonna be $80. And if you want to play on launch day, but in their words, 3 days early or a week early, which is, I mean, like I said, they delay it on purpose, right? But if you want to play on launch day, you gotta buy it for $100. And right now I'm hesitating. I just hesitated to say that because they're upping the price of normal games to $80. I wouldn't be shocked if it's like 120 now with the 3 days early access or whatever bold squash they're gonna call that, right? And realistically, next year, like GTA 6, it can be $100, guys. It really can be. Now, knowing all this, okay, let's say GTA 6 is $100 or $80. Would you buy other games, or would you just save your money to get GTA 6? Or would you, I guess the good question, or what I'm getting at, is that because the game prices are now going up, are you gonna be like really picky with what games you buy? Or you're like, nah man, I'm just gonna buy whatever looks good? Or you're like, hey man, oh hell nah, I ain't buying crap? Or you're like, okay, I'm just gonna buy 1 or 2 games a year now, like it'll be what it be? Or you're like, hey man, money isn't the issue, it's just that games are hot garbage, so I'm just not gonna buy anything till something that is good comes out and it's actually good, and then I'll be like, okay, yeah, that looked good, so I'll buy it. Where you at? Let me know in the comments.
That means maybe, potentially, nothing's been confirmed yet. There is an investors call next week at EA. Maybe there'll be an announcement about when the new BF's going to be released there.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe we'll actually get the game in October, November this year now. Traditionally, they'll announce the game in May or June. They'll have a beta in August, September, and then the game will come out October, November. I think the only main Battlefield game that didn't do that was Hardline, which, if I recall, released in March. I don't know if that was delayed. Was it delayed? Maybe? Or perhaps they just decided to release that game in March. But you know what I mean? Like, it comes out October, November. It's a fall game. When more people are indoors, they're gearing up for Christmas. They got a bit of money saved up. They got more time to sit and play games. However, things are a bit different with Battlefield 6 because it's already been announced. And of course, if you've if you've been following the leaks or games media, you know what it is. You've seen what it looks like. You've seen how it plays. And officially, the new game was revealed in September last year. It's a bit wild, really. Right? And it was just an interview with IGN and Vince Zampella. Some details about the game, modern day, going back to classes.
They know they're really effed up, right? I mean, it's good that they revealed it. I mean, we knew that they were gonna really reveal it. But the reason they came out that early was because Battlefield 2042 did so poorly. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. Battlefield 2042 now, okay, playing it now, it ain't even that bad, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, nah, seriously, it's not even that bad when you play it without thinking about it being part of the Battlefield franchise. Bruh. You know what I'm saying? But it's an alright of a game. It's an alright of a game, you know what I'm saying? I wish I could say psych, but no, it's an alright of a game. It ain't that bad. It's just that we've been getting so many bad games that it's like, I mean, yeah, whatever. So our standards are falling. But nah, make no mistake, though, Battlefield 2042 did not feel like a Battlefield game, okay? The quality still is very bad. Yeah, like I said, if you forget that it exists, or it's part of the Battlefield franchise, then it's alright. You know what I'm saying? Then it's alright.
Back to what makes Battlefield, you know what was said in the interview. And they also announced that playtesting would start in the spring of the new year. Vince said, we have a program that we're going to announce next year around getting more community in, because that's kind of the core of what we have to do, get the community back on our side, get the trust back, he says. Spring 2025 came around, BF Labs was announced, and we're almost at the end of spring now. There's been several playtests based on the leaks. We've seen a few maps already. We know that Pinch of Salt, based on the data mining, there's multiplayer, Battle Royale, Portal, a new mode called Gauntlet, single player campaign. We know what most of the maps are, we know what most of the guns are, the vehicles, the gadgets. If you look for it, it's all out there. It's just that right now there hasn't been a big reveal event. The game doesn't officially even have a name. And based on the replies to a question I asked in my last video about you.
Yeah, I think they're gonna either call it just Battlefield, like we thought Battlefield 2042 was gonna be called, but then it ultimately, at first we were like, it was gonna call Battlefield 6, then we were like, okay, it's gonna call Battlefield, maybe, but they ultimately ended up calling it Battlefield 2042. So this time, either Battlefield or Battlefield 6, or perhaps something else. I mean, you know, these are the 3 other options we got. Shout out to the homie Nero. Let's catch up on some greedy Activision. I'm hearing that they did another boo-boo though.
Years paid DLC is reportedly returning. Is finally happening. After all these years, paid DLC is reportedly returning to the Call of Duty franchise. Paid DLC and map packs used to be commonplace here in the series, but ever since Modern Warfare 2019, they did away with that in favor of the Battle Pass system, and the trade-off was simple enough. Paid Battle Passes are available, and whether or not you choose to purchase them, all DLC updates are free. The idea being that enough people in the community will likely end up buying these Battle Passes, and as such, that's going to more than offset the cost of the post-launch support and still give Activision a tidy profit. So all the guns, all the maps, all the game modes free, but of course the shop is still there. But in terms of content updates, they have all been free for the past 6 years, but it looks like that is going to be going away with Call of Duty 2025. Today we got this report coming in from the Ghost of Hope, who tells us, exclusive, Activision Treyarch are currently planning to make changes to the Battle Pass with the release of Black Ops 7, otherwise known as COD 2025. Black Ops 7 will reportedly have more seasonal limited time modes, and some of them will be considered higher value with unique.
Black Ops 7, guys. How much? They cannot keep getting away with this, man. Black Ops 7, man. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen. What are we gonna do about it? Like, damn, bro. Shit, man. I remember when Black Ops 1 first came out, bro. I was in high school. I remember my friend, you know, back in the days we had PS3 and Xbox 360. So, fun fact, you know, anybody that it was amazing. I mean, I don't know if it's probably still a thing, but it's like nobody pay attention no more because then they made it very irrelevant. But back in the days, bro, like PS3 at the very least, because that's what I was playing on. It would say, like, whenever you would hover over your friends, you would literally see all your friends, and it would say playing Call of Duty Black Ops on Nuketown, Team Deathmatch, playing Kino der Toten. Okay, it would say all that. And guess what? The day the game came out, all the boys were missing from my class, and I was like, yo, what's going on, man? All the ladies with me right now, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? You know, so I was like, this is my chance. She might change. This is my chance. But then and then I got home and I hopped on my PS3, my Sony Pony PS3, and I found out that everybody's playing Call of Duty Black Ops. One of my homeboy was on it too, and he was gaslighting me. He was like, yo, man, you missing out, bro. And I was like, okay, yo, hit a brother up, like, borrow me tomorrow. And he was like, not a chance, okay, only in your dreams. And it was at that moment I was like, okay, I need to put my game face on. And then I went to Best Buy and ended up purchasing Black Ops 1. So yeah, I believe 2 or 3 days after the game came out, or maybe the same night or something like that. Okay, that one I don't remember because my memory is currently foggier than Snoop Dogg's bathroom. Bruh. So yeah, I ended up purchasing, and bruh, like, that game was crazy, man. Black Ops 1, ladies and gentlemen, 2010s, okay? Black Ops 2 came out 2012, Black Ops 3 came out 2015, Black Ops 4 2018, right? Black Ops 4 2018. 2020, the Rona hit, Black Ops Cold War came out, technically Black Ops 5. And now, last year, 2024, Black Ops 6, and now we're getting Black Ops 7. Black Ops 2 remake, Black Ops 7, or they're gonna call it Black Ops 7 something. Yeah, I don't know, man. Crazy time, guys. Crazy timeline.
Rewards and different game mechanics / game modes, but the only way to play the limited time modes will be to have the Battle Pass, unlike how it's currently free for everyone. The limited time modes will be to have the Battle Pass, unlike how it's currently free for everyone. Bruh. They are planning on taking the higher tier skins, loot, and crossover operators for limited time modes and making them only accessible to Battle Pass owners instead of having the premium reward track we currently get during reloaded updates. So obviously there is a lot to unpack here. The wording was a bit strange at points, but I think it can basically be boiled down to this. There will be more limited time events within COD 2025, which on the surface is good. However, a number of those limited time events will be exclusive to players who own the Battle Pass, and on top of that, paid reward tracks might be going away, and good riddance if they are, but this still sets a very important precedent. Just like we went over at the top of the video, all Call of Duty DLC updates have been free since 2019. It could be argued that the quality of the DLC updates has gone downhill since we are no longer paying for map packs or season passes, but the point...
I feel like that ever since 2018, so yeah, in the very beginning it was alright, but then, yeah, people were not buying season pass enough. And also, like, player numbers, I remember, went down for Black Ops 4 Zombies and Black Ops 4 in general, because the game was, I mean, looking back, it was alright, but at the time, you guys gotta understand that people were like, okay, it's gonna be as good, if not better, than Black Ops 3, at least in terms of zombies, and it was hot garbage for the time. The game was buggy. 9 Zombies map was ultimately ended up being, like, the best map from the game, and it still is considered one of the decent map from Zombies. But yeah, at the time, it was not received too well, and after 2 DLCs, they started remaking crap, bro. They started remaking old maps, and they said that it's gonna be new experiences. So yeah, they relied heavy on new experiences, because ultimately a remake map can be a new experience, and you know, with Activision, everything goes. So then the quality started going downhill. Even with Call of Duty WW2, I believe this game came out 2017, and it had season pass, and that, I mean, the content was ultimately hot garbage as well. So now what they're thinking about doing, these scums, is that, like, they're gonna make it so you gotta have a battle pass to get, like, exclusive access to maps. Maybe it's gonna be limited time, and then it's gonna be, like, to everybody. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. Gaming, we are in a gaming depression. But did you see this video, though? Apparently they ended up capturing some UFOs and an alien twad on camera. Click on this video on the screen, and I'll see you right there. It's a crazy video.